Man, guys, this week we got the 905 derby. We got Cavalry versus Atletico. Can Atletico finally hold on and pick up their first win against the almost unbeatable Cavs? And finally, the most underrated matchup I think of the midweek that everyone should be watching is actually PFC versus Valour. I'm going to dive into all those games and my predictions right here in this video, so stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Curtis here and you're watching my channel, A.F.C. Curtis, your home for all things Canadian Premier League content right here on YouTube. So if you're new here, maybe consider hitting that red subscribe button. Now before I get my predictions video underway, I do want to share with you guys I have a new giveaway. That's right. Oh, it's going to be amazing too. I could just feel it. You guys are going to love this one. It's the 2020 Pacific FC home kit that I'm giving away. Thanks to Pacific FC there. Shout out to them for supporting my channel really since day one too. They've been great to me and also giving me a chance to give away a home kit here to one of my lucky viewers here. So all you gotta do, same thing with my last giveaway, all you gotta do is just share this video on Twitter, and all you gotta do is after you share that video, in that sharing of that tweet of this video, you just have to tag me at AFC Curtis, and that's how I know you've entered, and then of course I'll like it and then say thanks for entering, and then you're bam, there you go, you're entered in to win the kit. Now the other chance you get for each video besides just Twitter is also on Instagram. I'm going to post this exactly when I post this on YouTube. It's also going to go on my Instagram feed as an IGTV video. All you guys got to do is just share it to your story and tag me at AFC Curtis. And there you go. You got those are your two chances here to enter to win. You have 3 videos. Today's video, you got Wednesday's video and Friday's video, and I'll be announcing a winner next Tuesday, September 1st on that video. So you have all week. So without further ado, let the contest begin. Our first matchup here is Tuesday, August 25th, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's Pacific FC versus Valour FC here. And this is going to be a tight one. I mean, Valour FC has actually done very well since the first game of the season. The last 2 games, they've been able to score 4 goals, all 4 of them, yes, coming against Atletico, Ottawa, that 4-0 win, but then they got a 0-0 draw on the weekend against York 9, and by the way, they now have the fewest goals allowed this season, which is incredible to think of. They just beat out Cavalry FC there by 1, with only allowing 2 goals against those Cavs just a little over a week ago there, but since that matchup against Cavs, they've been able to pull up their socks, play a lot better. They have build some good chemistry there. Richie up front there as a center forward looks fantastic for them up there, causing a lot of trouble last 2 games for them. Ayers look we're done really well there. Levi's, everything just seems to be a lot better of a squad this season as opposed to last season. Valour right now has got a lot of confidence coming in this matchup. They're sitting in 3rd in the standings right now, looking like they could finish in 3rd or 4th, to be honest with you. They're a very big dark horse right now for me. On the other side of the coin here is Pacific FC, a very good offensive team. I'm going to try and crack this very defensive Valour FC. Like I said, only allowed 2 goals so far through 3 matches. They're going to have to try and score on this Valour FC. I think it's possible. PFC, they played a really good game against Forge FC on the weekend. I thought they were actually the better of the 2 sides for most of that game. Unfortunately, a late goal by Kyle Becker got them the big goose egg in terms of points there for PFC. It's tough for them, but I do think they're going to come in here. They're going to be refreshed. They're going to push hard against Valour. I don't think it's any, must-win territory for either club right now, but it's definitely got to get a point at least for these 2 clubs. And I think both teams are going to come away with both a goal scored and a point, 1-1 draw. Our next matchup is Wednesday, August the 26th. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's the 905 derby, York 9 versus Forge FC here. And this one's going to be a pretty good matchup too, guys. You got to watch as well because Forge FC has been rolling, but they haven't really dominated every single match like maybe you could say Cavs have in every single match that they've played. York has done, or Forge has done fairly well. I think York has even done well in their own half, but I think in their final third, trying to produce some form of offense, they've kind of lacked a little bit in that. I think you can say Ryan Telfer, hasn't really produced as maybe expected. We got the injury problems with Michael Petrasso. Chris Manella has been missing with injuries this year. Manny Aparicio missed that first game with injuries this year. So I think with York 9, they're going to try and kind of find some positive aspect in this season right now. A lot of good youth coming up. A lot of good teams have played well this season. I think for York 9 here, they must get a point in this match against Forge FC. Though they just must. I just have a feeling this is going to be a big game for them. They have to get at least 1 point, at least a draw. It's going to be tight. I think they need to find that offense too in this game against Forge FC. Forge FC on the other end, like I said, don't even need to dominate the match and they'll always be able to find a win. They just always seem to find a win like they proved this past weekend there against Pacific FC, getting a late goal there to win 2-1. And a game that didn't even really dominate. So overall, I think York 9 has to be very vigilant of that on the back end. They can't let Becker or any of those guys any of those attackers for Forge in their own end have any free space. They got to dominate, they got to be on top of them, and they got to move the ball forward, and they got to chip in some goals here on Henry. Either way though, unfortunately, York fans, I think it's going to be a tight one, but I don't think you're going to pull one off here against the defending champs. I think Forge is going to come away with a 2-1 win. Our Wednesday late match is at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's FC Edmonton versus HFX Wanderers here, and this is going to be a game I think that you won't see very many goals in. I think FC Edmonton's really hurt themselves this season with two things: no goals or very few goals, as well as bad starts. 3 of their 6 goals that they've conceded this season have come within the first 15 minutes of start of play. So I mean, this is tough for Edmonton. They gotta get through those first 15-20 minutes there without conceding a goal against HFX Wanderers. They have a really good shot against it though, because HFX Wanderers have only scored 4 goals the whole tournament, 3 of which have come on as a penalty kick goal. So as long as they don't give up a penalty in the box there, I think they'll just do just fine here for FC Edmonton. I want to say they'll come up with a win because I felt like they kind of had a breakthrough in that last matchup on the weekend against Atletico Ottawa, getting 2 goals at the very end there to tie the game, get a 2-2 draw to salvage some point out of there and keep their season alive. I think this game here as well, they're going to continue to do that. I think it's going to be tough for them though, because I really feel like HFX Wanderers, they've kind of played a more well-structured game this season as opposed to last season. Now maybe they haven't gotten those big chances in the final third yet and be able to put the ball in the back of the net as much as they want, but they're going to be a tough team regardless to play against. And against a team like FC Edmonton that kind of struggles offensively, it's going to be hard to find a goal. I want to say it's a 0-0 draw, but I almost feel like it's not going to be a 0-0 draw. I'm going to just play it safe here and still say it's a draw, but I don't think it's going to go 1-1 both ways here with the 1-1 draw. Our final matchup of the week here is Thursday, August 27th, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's Cavalry FC versus Atletico Ottawa here. Now, this one's going to be a tough match for Atletico Ottawa. I'm sorry, Atletico Ottawa fans. I'm just going to put it out there and say it. I do think Cavalry is going to win this matchup. I mean, Atletico Ottawa, no, don't get me wrong, their expansion side, but they're a work in progress. I mean, Acuna, yes, looks like quality, top quality in this league here, but I just feel like I haven't seen maybe enough from guys like Ben Fisk or some other guys. And Malcolm Shaw has had some decent chances at times, but I just feel like they could do better. Now, on positive ends, they didn't get a red card in the last game for Atletico Ottawa, so that's improvement, right? They got Kapoor coming back for their back four here in this upcoming matchup against the Cavs. They're going to need him against the Cavs. They need that kind of grit. As long as they don't get any red cards, I think they could hold on to the Cavs here for most of the game. But at the end of the day, I mean, Cavalry just seems to be able to score 2 goals every game. I mean, look at the score sheet. Every single game they played this season, they've been able to score 2 goals exactly in each of those games. So I do think Cavs are going to score. I do think they're going to score 2 goals against the new expansion side. On Atletico Ottawa side, I just don't score first, because every time you guys do, and you always score another goal to go up 2-0, you then blow the lead because they've done that twice now out of 3 games. So I don't know what to say for Atletico Ottawa fans. I think, you know, if you guys can play them and be competitive with them for most of the match, I think that's a good improvement. If you can even get a draw and salvage a draw at 1 point out of this matchup, that's a huge win for Atletico Ottawa. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for Cavalry FC. Alright guys, that was my predictions for this week. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section below. Remember to share this video on Twitter and on Instagram there. Tag me at A.F.C. Curtis, and you're entered to win the Pacific FC 2020 home kit. It's a free to enter contest, so definitely check it out. You got you entered to win this beautiful kit right here. Let me know your predictions down in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you hit that red subscribe button and the bell notification so you can get notified each and every week I drop a brand new episode just like this one. And of course, you can also watch my content over on northernstarting11.com. I have a link for them down in the description below. And until next time guys, we'll see you on Wednesday.